Welcome to Trouble Afoot Live. This is a community of people living with CHARCOT FOOT, caregivers, family members, and advocates who come together to share experiences, encouragement, and hope. Each week, our discussion panel has a conversation starter ready, but the most important voice in tonight's conversation just might be yours. If you have a question, a concern, or simply want to share your experience, there's a couple ways to talk with us. First, you can simply type to us, just like in any common Facebook page. We'll try to post your message here on the live show and respond. Or scan the QR code and join us live. We'd love to see you face to face, answer your questions, hear your story, and learn from your experiences. Now, while we're not doctors and nothing shared here should replace the advice of your healthcare team, we are people who have walked a similar path. Together, we hope to encourage one another, share what we've learned, and remind every CHARCOT warrior that you're not alone. Welcome to the Trouble Afoot family. Let's get started.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for being on with us tonight. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for our Trouble Afoot podcast episode, live from my backyard with my loud crickets in the background. So I don't know how I'm going to hear everybody tonight. My headphones aren't working, but I'll do my best. If not, I'll just let everybody else talk, and I'll just trust that everybody's doing a great job. So on the screen right now is the QR code that I mentioned. If you want to get on live with us, you can scan that QR code. Did something a little different this week. I also put the link right there. So you can copy and paste that link if the QR code doesn't work, or if you're on the device and you don't know how to get the QR code to take a picture of it, and vice versa, you could type that link right into your browser window and get on live with us if you really want to get on live with us that badly, which would be great if you do. We'd love to see you and love to hear from you. If not, just leave your comments, and we will try and put your comments on the chat right up on the screen. So let me take this QR code off of here right now. I'm going to jump right into, instead of introducing the panel right away, I want to jump into something that we touched on a little bit last week when we were talking about acronyms, and how there are so many things that we talk about all the time when we discuss CHARCOT FOOT, and especially when we get talking as a group, we just start saying, I got an AFO and a cam boot, and I've got my crow boot, and then I'm going to have, I don't want a BKA, but I don't want the external fixator, so da-da-da-da-da. And so we have to explain all that all the time. And so I want to have a segment that we can do every week or every couple weeks to broaden our vocabulary a little bit as far as things that have to pertain to CHARCOT FOOT or our medical terms, and I'm going to call that Use Your Words. And there's the panel behind everybody on the Use Your Words, but first I want to tell you what the word of the week is. And Dawn brought this up to me, and it was a great idea, because it's something that we've mentioned every single show many, many times. We've used it as a noun, we've used it as a verb, and some people are probably going, yeah, okay. I don't know what they're talking about, but yep, okay. And that word is, the verb is advocate, and the noun is advocate. And I'll throw the noun up there. It's a person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. We talk about Stephen being a patient advocate at a hospital in Orlando. Well, yeah, patient advocate. So yeah, that sounds good, but what does it mean? Well, it means that he supports the patient and the patient's rights. Someone that advocates for CHARCOT FOOT awareness. They support what we believe in to help people. And when we tell people to advocate for themselves as the verb, that means, a lot of times you're on your own as far as that part goes. You have to help yourself first sometimes before you can get the help. You have to ask for a second opinion, because you have to do that on your own. And unfortunately, that's just how it is. but you have to advocate for yourself. So that's our word. So use your words. We'll come up with something next week, I'm sure, and maybe we'll have a little fun with it. But now the panel. We're going to start down a little because I didn't change people around here beforehand. I don't know how I can change everybody around, Stephen. But Stephen, you're going first. Stephen, wave down lower right hand panel. Stephen's first. Point down to him. Thanks. Dawn, point over to him. See if she goes the right way. No. We always mess that up. It's like, which way? Well, there's Woody.
There you go.
Oh,
Where's Marsha Brady? Where's Alice in our Brady Bunch screen? But Stephen, as I said, welcome. First of all, Stephen, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to another good Tuesday night.
Excellent. Welcome again. And Stephen was a patient advocate at a hospital, as I said, for 30 years. Stephen was originally diagnosed with CHARCOT FOOT. I'll go over this quickly because I say this every week, but some of you weren't here last week. And he was scared to death because he Googled it and saw what it was all about and got on a Facebook page and was just crying out for help. You could just tell from his comments, and no one seemed to be helping him. So I hopped on and just said hi. And that's what I hope everybody else can do, is just hop on and say hi to somebody that needs our help, because that can make a difference and it can make a friend. And I'm glad you're my friend, Stephen. And so that's how I got to know Stephen. And now Stephen does not have CHARCOT FOOT. All the tests they did, so he's still welcome here because he has a wealth of experience in the patient advocate area, and some people may have questions about hospital stays and things like that, and we could really use your knowledge. So to Stephen's direct left, point to her, Stephen. Yes, he got it right. That's Dawn from Detroit. Welcome, Dawn.
hi.
And as you can see, we all have our CHARCOT FOOT t-shirts on. Woody just got his. So
finally,
very nice, everybody. That's our way of a little bit of advocating, is by spreading the word about CHARCOT FOOT. But Dawn has the distinction of being the I don't want to say the oldest, because you're not the oldest, but the person that's been diagnosed for the longest, I guess, with CHARCOT FOOT. Over 10 years. And so if anyone has any questions about CHARCOT FOOT, Dawn's worn all the boots, had all the surgeries. She's worn all the hats. Okay. She should have some suggestions for everybody. Maybe not always the right answers, but suggestions of things that have helped and worked for her. Yep. And in the upper right-hand corner, now everybody point to Woody. I want to see if Dawn can go diagonally. Very good. Good deal. There's Woody. That's Jason from Lubbock, Texas. Welcome, Jason.
Hey guys, Woody here. Glad to be with y'all all tonight. Ready for another exciting episode.
And we finally got Woody's shirt in.
Yes, we did.
And what that means is, to everybody that's been waiting on shirts, you maybe have gotten them already, but there's a couple that ordered hoodies also, that those I just got sent out because I had to get the extra big envelopes to send them out in. So they should be getting to you soon. So, and I'm Wayne, I guess your jovial host for the evening. And I don't have anybody waiting in the wings, which is good. There's a lot. I see a lot of people are on right now watching us. So hi, everybody. But they're either waiting to answer questions, or they're just wanting to be entertained by us. They have nothing better to do on a Tuesday night. That's right. We're the best show in town, right? So as far as first I want to get this out of the way for housekeeping. Heather Luther, happy birthday yesterday. Heather is a friend of mine and a friend of the Facebook pages and the podcast. Heather has done the questionnaire. We're still waiting to do Heather's story. Just like someone else on the screen here, we have to do someone else's story sometime, right, Dawn?
Yes.
On your story.
Yes.
Yep.
We need to.
We need like a lot of episodes to do Dawn's story, because she's had this for so long. So it's going to be a 6-part series. The Dawn story.
Give the short version.
No. It's but we still haven't done that yet, because obviously the last 10 weeks of doing this live show has taken up a lot of time. So I'm slowly but surely getting some other episodes recorded in, because this is now episode 90 of the podcast and our 10th live episode. So that percentage of live episodes versus overall episodes is starting to close the gap. Hello, cat. What is the cat's name?
Sprig.
You say sprig?
Yes.
Like a sprig of olive sprig, or what's a sprig? A sprig of
He came with the name, but I often call him Spaghetti.
spaghetti. I like spaghetti. And if Sprig will show his face to the camera, he has the most unusual hair pattern on his nose. I like that. But happy birthday, Heather. So we'll take Heather's off of there. But hopefully you're on listening. Heather's been on. And Angela, you're still waiting on your shirt? Oh, well, maybe because you're out west, aren't you, Angela? I think. But I still shouldn't matter. Did you get a hoodie? If you got a hoodie, that's why. But because Woody, you got yours pretty quick.
I did.
Sorry, Angela. Boy, Woody, you shouldn't have told Angela. Go check your mailbox right now, Angela. Any day now. Trust me, the shirt's in the mail. I guess. Okay. Well, now we know one person that's watching. Angela just wanted to tell me about the shirt. Sorry, sweetie. Anyway, thanks for your patience on that. Angela, a little story, was the first person to order a shirt after the last order got sent out. So, of course, that means she's going to have the longest wait. And then my distributor went on vacation and didn't tell me, and I had to message him a couple days. He goes, "Oh, I'm on vacation." And that upset me. But he's got a better price than most anyone else. So it's like, yep, Seattle. Okay, that's it. Seattle t-shirt. It's because you're out west. So any day now, because it went out the same day that Woody's went out, and Woody's wearing his, and he's in Texas. So
different time zone. Blame it on that.
Yeah,
it's that extra hour, 2 hours, I guess.
2 hours.
2 hours, yeah. But yeah, that was just, I want to keep the same distributor because the prices keep going up and up and up on everything, and now just for a regular size t-shirt, it's I think $30 now, when it started at $20 a year ago, and that's how his costs have went up and everything too. So I trust the guy. I mean, I know him. I know him locally here, and he's not lying to me. But come on, man, give me a deal here. This is we're not making any money. It's like a charity. Well, thank you.
Oh, good.
She's so nice. I've had some other people.
The Express.
Yes, I did, Rich. Oh, Rich got one of the first T-shirts because he helped me out and let me get on his Facebook group. So I got him a shirt right away. Probably the same time as when you got yours, Dawn. So I have one question from a viewer who said that she would be on, if she was going to be on, she was going to be on right away, and she has not posed her question. So I'm going to ask it. And if she gets on later, I'll be like, "Sorry, Bonnie, we asked it," but it's interesting. Ann Arbor, Michigan, another Michigan lady. She was diagnosed 6 years ago with the CHARCOT FOOT, but she does not have diabetes. And she's just wondering if that's common. What kind of answers do any of you guys have that may have done some research into that? I haven't.
Curiosity, has she had chemo in the past?
I'm sorry. Can you say that on the air? What?
Has she had chemo in the past? I also heard that.
I think something like Pima. What is a Pima?
Oh,
I don't know about chemo. I'm not sure. About that.
My first question.
I've not necessarily heard that chemo is a trigger for CHARCOT FOOT, but I haven't heard everything. That's for sure. What about you, Dawn? And
I do know a friend of mine that does not. He's not diabetic, and he has severe neuropathy, and he also has CHARCOT.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Neuropathy is one thing that is pretty much key with almost every case of CHARCOT FOOT.
Yeah. I don't have diabetes.
You don't either?
I don't. And what's the doctor word? It's for they don't know. It'll come to me.
Well, maybe we'll know that for next week's Use Your Words.
Yes.
Everybody think about that one. Oh, I don't know, that because doctors don't usually say they don't know.
Uncertainty?
No. It'll come to me. I'm thinking the
Dr. Pride? I don't know. That's not being mean to doctors. I'm just kidding.
Kinda.
But it's true. I mean, I've talked to hundreds of people since doing just the podcast, and not that they're all on the podcast either. I talk to so many people through the week, and a lot of them don't want to be recorded, but I still love to talk to people and find out if they need help or if they need any words of encouragement. I know they don't want any words of wisdom. They wouldn't have been asking me, but they, it's good to help people and talk to people. But out of the hundreds of people, I've met several people that don't have. Now, Rich. Okay. I've got a 75% thing that said get Rich's
Idiopathic.
idiopathic.
There we go. It has to be a big word, so we don't know what it is. Now, so yes,
No,
Shelley,
wow.
you're one of them. And this was one of the more unusual cases I've heard. Okay, here's why this was so interesting is some huge studies had been done and they were concluded over a year ago, because I've been talking about this study for over a year. And Lee Rogers actually helped get me in to read some of this study. Woody, out of the people that actually have Charcot foot, 75% of the people that have Charcot foot carry three of the same, I don't know, they're not really called symptoms, but they have neuropathy, okay, peripheral neuropathy. They also have, which is another word, neuropathy, that we might have to talk to people about. They also have diabetes, and they also are overweight. Now, that's 75% of the cases in this study that have Charcot foot met those three categories. Now, I was not considered overweight, but yes, diabetes, and yes, neuropathy. Okay. Dawn, you did not have diabetes. I don't know what your weight was like 10 years ago. I don't know. We don't ask you that. You only volunteer. That's right. Now, but I don't, Woody, I don't, you don't look grossly overweight, but I don't know what you're like 10 years ago either. But Woody, you also had another thing that drove your neuropathy and your Charcot foot.
Yeah.
And that was alcohol.
Yep.
And it's a proven fact that alcoholism can bring on Charcot foot and bring on neuropathy. But neuropathy is usually the key that most people do have. And now with Shelley, when I talked to Shelley when she was getting her shoes done, I was just dumbfounded when she said she didn't have neuropathy, because that's something I thought everybody had, neuropathy, because you know what, if you don't have neuropathy, you're going to feel that little bone break and you're going to be like, ooh, ouch, that hurts, something's wrong, I better go see a doctor. Well, with me, no, there was no ooh, ouch. It just kept breaking and collapsing because of neuropathy. So that's interesting. Dawn, do you have any idea what your cause of neuropathy was?
Mine's also from alcohol.
Okay. Congratulations to you too. Okay, you guys can just share those stories. But no, I mean, and that's interesting that, gosh, there was something else that I just read today. It wasn't not just alcohol. Obviously, overeating is the obesity thing, but it wasn't. And it wasn't drugs that I knew of, some sort of a drug. But even though alcohol is a drug,
I want to back up real quick, because doctors don't believe me when I say this, and they've classified me that it's from alcohol. But my grandma had neuropathy, and her two daughters had it. So my grandma, my mom, my aunt, and me. But they won't say that it's family history. They say it's alcohol.
well, they don't know it then. Yeah, because
Not
what's that called when a doctor doesn't know?
Idiopathic.
Yeah, what was it called when doctors don't know? Same thing. Idio something. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I have.
Yeah. So I mean, so it really could have been hereditary, and I mean, it's not like Charcot-Marie Tooth, which is a complete different hereditary. But it sure could have been. It could have been, and maybe it was all contributing factors,
Probably. Yeah.
brought you into that too. But just really interesting, it's a great question, Bonnie, because it's something that a lot of people don't know. And Rich, I didn't really mean to shun your question, your answer, but I had my 75% that I wanted to say. You said 76%. So had to get your answer off of there. No, but thanks, Rich. Thanks. And that's Rich that will help answer a lot of questions. And that's why I like Rich, because Rich knows a lot of stuff. Rich is, to me, he's the walking encyclopedia for CHARCOT FOOT, and I love it. And so Rich will help us out with answers. Did any of you guys get any other questions from any viewers or people?
Not I.
Okay, I just don't want to skip past your guys' questions if you have any. So one thing that I sort of wanted to base this episode on is obviously anybody that has a question. If you have a question, hop on. We will answer your questions before any of our questions that I thought of in advance, because you're more important than us just sitting here yapping to each other. But I want to base a lot of these questions on surgery and preparedness. Hi, Ben.
Oh, he's giving his link. Good.
His email? Huh? What?
His his socials.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
Welcome.
thanks for coming on, Ben. It's been a long time no talk to. Ben and Dawn. Ben was actually the first person to do a recording with me back almost 2 years ago.
Wow.
And it was Ben's story, and Ben told his story exquisitely, with all the grace that Ben can give a story in. And it was a great story, and it was captivating, and it was great. And I couldn't download it, and I lost it all.
Oh, no.
Beginner's luck there. Yeah. So what did we do, Ben? We turned around and you gave your story all over again. And Ben, and what did Ben say? Practice makes perfect. So his story was even better the second time. Not that he made it up anymore, but it was just all in good chronological. It was really good. So yeah, the good memories, Ben. Ben is actually helps Rich with the administration of the CHARCOT FOOT group. So talking to the surgery and preparedness for surgery, interesting. We're all busy. Well, except me. I guess I'm the one that's not busy, except playing Frisbee with the dogs and working on the garden. So, and Rich, I got to say, Rich brought me 2 tomato plants, and one of them died. The other one is just going crazy right now. So for cherry tomatoes. So thank you, Rich. Sorry about plant number 2. Whatever the thousands aren't growing, but the 100 sweet 100s are growing nicely. Oh wow, got some big spiders out here tonight. I don't really like spiders, so I'll just keep looking up above. That's why I'm looking at the spiders. So anyway, being prepared for surgery. 2 different things. You have to prepare yourself mentally for surgery, and changing things around your house to prepare for surgery. Now, surgery or doctor's orders to heal. Okay, it's not everything's all about surgery, because if a doctor tells you right now, you've got CHARCOT FOOT, I need you to be non-weight bearing now for 6 weeks until maybe we're going to have surgery, but we've got to see what happens, or I'm going to put you in a total contact cast and wait and we'll see. That's the same thing to me as surgery. Okay, because you're going to be non-weight bearing. So how did you have to change things around your house to prepare for surgery? Dawn has a million of them. Woody, you had some surgery. I don't know how much you had to change. Dawn had to change around her house for her surgeries, because Dawn doesn't have anybody to help her out around the house as much, so she really had to prepare. Anything, Woody, before, if I let Dawn loose, she's gonna go.
I want to hear Woody.
Yeah.
I don't guess I was really ever 100% non-weight bearing. I mean, I either had a cast that I could walk on, that's a pain in the rear, having to, get that thing dressed up to take a shower, or, or a boot. But I've told to stay off of it, but never being totally weight bearing where I, without a cast or something that I couldn't hobble around to get where I needed to go.
Well, plus, you had so many foot problems for so many years before you were properly diagnosed. You probably should have been non-weight bearing.
Probably should have been. Yes.
Right.
Probably would have prevented a whole lot of this, right? So.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. And Dawn, you even told me before this that you didn't think about it much before your first surgery. But the more surgeries we have, the more we're prepared. The more times we have to be non-weight bearing, the more we're prepared. And how are you preparing your house, Dawn? If you had to go have surgery, telling somebody that's going to go have surgery right now that lives alone, go.
Take out the area rugs in your house. Put them aside, because you'll need to get around on a knee scooter or a walker or something, and it's easy to get stuck on the carpet.
You don't want to be falling. Yeah, I could send you flying, right? An area rug. Yes.
Right. I went berserk the last time on Amazon, and I ordered, from the garbage, I picked up a shower seat. It was a really nice one, I promise. A shower seat. I borrowed a bedside commode from the senior center. I got a wheelchair. I got two walkers, the metal kind and the rolly kind. I got a second knee scooter that had all-terrain wheels because it was winter time. And I was still trying to make it to work at some point, because if you don't work, you don't get paid. What else did I do? I made sure that, you guys, I went super crazy. My family room is a step down from my main room. So it's actually there's one step, but so it's two steps. I literally flipped my furniture so that my living room furniture, I brought my comfy L-shaped couch up into my living room, family room, whatever. I swapped them so that
you didn't have to go downstairs.
Yeah, so I could lay on the L-shaped couch and be comfortable on that one floor. So that meant I didn't do laundry or go in that room. I'll back up, but also on that those step down, I now have handles there, from the utility room and from the family room, so that if I need them, I have them. But also preparing for surgery, I had some handles in the bathroom, and I had to put a long handle in. So now I have 3 handles in my bathroom. I got a thing for the side of the tub that you put on. It offers you a handle, and my tub is by my toilet, so that helps me lift up off the toilet. Gosh, what else did I do? Stocked up on appliances. I swapped rooms. I made sure there was 36 inches everywhere I needed to go to get equipment through. Rearranged my house. I called the handyman to help me do that. I really went crazy. Roll up the carpets, though. That is a big tip I have in preparation.
The power lift recliner Ben's talking about, he got a good inexpensive one. I didn't get the power lift recliner, but I did get the power recline, just to save having to kick up and have to kick down to to put the footstool part down. hindsight, I guess, if I probably had to have reconstructive surgery again, where I knew I was going to be at least 8 weeks, which could happen, 8 weeks non-weight bearing, or if I have to get a BKA or something like that, I would get a power lift recliner. But I wanted a bigger one because I'm a bigger guy as far as height wise. Because I'm tall, 6'5", and I have big dogs that think they're lap dogs, and they're both up in the chair with me too. Mm-hmm. So they wouldn't understand if it was just a small chair. But the power lift, I think, would have really helped a little bit more for me too. So that's not a bad thing. Invest some money. I mean, if you have to invest a little bit in furniture, it's worth it. Or invest some time, like Dawn, investing time to move things around throughout the house, so you're comfortable. Because one of the worst parts about this is you're just not comfortable because you weren't prepared for it. Because nobody, and I'm telling you, nobody, unless they're listening to us tonight or listen to someone like us before their surgery or before being non-weight bearing, nobody knows what being non-weight bearing is like until you have to do it. Mm-hmm. It sounds simple.
No, it's not.
Oh, one of the toughest things I've had to go through. I come on, go. Okay. Once again, I'm not stating this so you guys all remember Wayne's tall, but I'm tall. So what do I have? I have those toilets that are taller toilets just because they're a little more comfortable, let's say. That's great to have a taller toilet. But getting down and sitting on a toilet is easy, even when you're non-weight bearing, because gravity does the work. 14 weeks for Ben after his surgery, non-weight bearing. Try getting up from a toilet without being prepared for that, without even thinking that was going to be an issue, without touching one of your toes to the ground on one of your feet. It's something you're not ready for. So one thing that I preach on the podcast, and I did one whole episode about this, was if you're going to be non-weight bearing and you know it in advance, because a lot of people know I'm not going to have surgery for another 4 weeks. You know what you do right now, today? Get the knee scooter, get the wheelchair, get whatever you need, and practice.
That's what I did.
Because did you practice your first time? See, I didn't practice my first time. Now, my second non-weight bearing time, when I had my rocker bottom shave, I practiced. I was a pro the second time, but the second time wasn't the most difficult time. And the most difficult time for all of us is the first time. And but if you know that you're going to be having surgery and you're listening to us tonight wondering, what is this CHARCOT foot going on? And I've talked to a lot of people this week so far they just don't know what's going to happen to them. More than likely, you're going to be non-weight bearing for one reason or another. You may not have full reconstructive surgery, but they may put you in some bracing where they don't want you to put any weight on your foot because they don't want any more damage to be done. Practice. If you can practice before it's going to hurt you, you're going to learn how to get up off of a toilet. Because I couldn't fit my scooter into the bathroom. I couldn't fit a walker in the bathroom. All I could fit in there was like crutches, and I'm no good on crutches. And crutches aren't real good when you're reaching way up trying to get up off a toilet. So it's just very interesting. You'll find ways. You'll find some very ingenious ways of getting up out of chairs, getting up off the toilet, doing certain things, but practice being non-weight bearing. And there's a lot of things for surgery also that it's a little easier for us guys. You can get the urinal bottles like they give you at the hospital. You can buy those at CVS, Walgreens. And as long as you make sure that you sanitize them properly when they're being cleaned all the time and emptied, which was my wife's job, unfortunately. I mean, that was a wonderful thing about her. I always call Lori guardian angel. So she is the one that emptied them and cleaned them. And she could have, if she wanted to get me real sick, she could have just not sanitized them very well and, got me sick. But, men, we can use the urinal bottle so we don't have to get up all the time to get to the bathroom. Now, sure, we can maybe take our knee scooter and get to the bathroom if we have a path cleared out. But I didn't want to risk falling. And that was the worst thing. Isn't really a fall. I didn't care if I hit my head. I cared if I fell and put weight on my foot.
There you go.
Because, yeah, my specialist, he said, you screw this up, I'm not going to take care of you anymore. Now, that was just his way of threatening me, because I knew he probably would still take care of me, but he was just being serious that he's going to put a lot of work into my foot, so I need to do my part. Yeah. So having everything right there handy. If you're going to be in your L-shaped couch all the time, have your coffee table right there, end table with your remote controls, your phone chargers, all the things you need, because just assume that you may end up sleeping in that comfy chair. I ended up sleeping in my recliner for a year, and Ben, you probably did too, because I didn't want to bother my wife and have my external fixator be clunking her and cutting her leg up or something, So be prepared. You have all your stuff right there. Dawn, I'm assuming you do that too. Yep. Stacy. Well, hi, Stacy. And Stacy, Stacy's is the next questionnaire that's going to be published. Should be episode 91. And are you? Oh, I don't know if you're back to work yet. Are you back to work yet, Stacy? Get this. She has the had rotator cuff surgery on top of her Charco. But look at that. She learned to practice being left-handed because there. Oh, you had the bedside commode. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, crutches are horrible. Then I've had. Oh goodness, I don't know if this was Tamara. If it was. Oh my goodness, I can't remember who I was talking to. They said their husband actually plumbed a toilet into their bathroom.
Wow.
Or into their bedroom. I mean,
into their bedroom.
Into their bedroom for them. Wow. And just so they didn't have to worry about the bedside commode or cleaning out all the time, a toilet right there. I mean, and you know what? Charco foot, that's probably not a bad idea for the way it goes sometimes for people, because you just might be having reoccurring issues.
Diapers too.
Oh, yeah. Well, that just means I'm not going to be able to get Stacy's story, because I told Stacy we'd get her story before she got back to work, and I never got back with her on it. Sorry, Stacy. We'll find a time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You mean like that raises up and lowers, like the ones that they...
Yep.
Oh,
that was a big help, too.
When I was in the hospital, they gave me a brace base. Basically, it's portable, and that helps you to get off the toilet. And your seat, if you're up there on the sofa, you just keep it there portable and lift up on it, and it gets you up.
Just a bar or something, or
get it.
Oh, he's going to get the portable toilet lifter. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Ben had a bedroom. Oh, you have a bedroom downstairs. Well, cast fixator, I guess. Yeah, fixator just seems a little more like it can just cut somebody easily. And Stacy's working left-handed now. Oh, and I don't know if I could do anything left-handed.
I could not.
Oh man, yeah, men are klutzes.
I can't right-handed.
Talking about preparing and practicing, Wayne, I also practiced, from the time I found out about my surgery. I was on my knee scooter at work, practicing getting in and out of the car, because that's a big transition, trying to maneuver that without being on your foot. And I also incorporated more arms into my weight training and quads, because I knew I would have to use my arms for a walker. I'd have to use my arms for the bathroom. So I actually did a little bit of weight training for my upper body.
Gotcha.
Also to help.
Great idea. People think of physical therapy after the fact, but that's pre-physical therapy. That's a great idea. What you got there, Stephen? Let's see your little...
Oh.
Looks like a step stool without the steps.
No. Oh, hell, I wouldn't step on that.
Right, without the steps.
Portable, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's very, very good. I mean...
Well, that's nice.
You can take it to the sofa. You can take it to the toilet.
I like it.
Where was that 3 years ago? Gee.
Yeah.
It's a Hemi walker. Hemi walker. Hemi walker. I guess they don't have a she walker, huh?
How do you spell walker?
And
That's funny. That's an inside joke for me. Well, that's interesting. That's great to have, because to me it was like taking a crutch into the bathroom, and it's like that crutch is not nearly the same as that. That's got four points of contact.
I mean,
adult diapers these days are pull on and pull off. You don't have to tape anything on the sides.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well, if you're a woman,
that's a joke. It was a depends joke.
Oh.
Thank you very much. You
guys
are supposed to come up with jokes, and you guys haven't come up with any jokes. But
we're so serious.
Yeah, I'm still not ready for the adult diapers yet. I'm sorry, I just don't want to be. I went through caring for my mother with dementia, and I just that was the worst thing ever. I mean, CHARCOT FOOT was no fun, but I didn't have to take care of myself as much as my wife had to take care of me. But still, that was tough.
How long ago was that, Wayne? How long ago was that?
My mom, she passed away like 8 years ago, so it was a good 5 years before the CHARCOT FOOT hit. I still had a lot of problems with my feet. See, with me, I was on my knee scooter for years because of the amputations, because of my toes, because ulcers that I thought I could heal because I'm a guy, and we know how to heal everything, and I just kept losing toes because I wasn't smart enough to learn to listen to the doctor. Anyway, listen to your doctor, guys. That's what we need. That's one big thing. Practice and listen to your doctor. Oh, what we got here? Ben, rehab after, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it can take a lot out of you. Thanks, Shelly. Oh, Shelly.
I like her.
I was gonna pay for her next pair of shoes. I guess not. Shelly is the one who got the shoes with me, but she's getting another pair of shoes from Alan. So if you're listening on Alan, I didn't want to break the news, but that's what she told me. But I'm telling you, I just got a total contact cast today, Shelly, just so you know, because they're trying to heal this ulcer quicker than just Alan's shoes. And but his shoes have been the most comfortable things I've had on my feet that I can think of in 3 years. And to look at them, you wouldn't think that they're comfortable at all. But I'm believing. I'm more of a believer than I was, and that's really something else. But we did talk about those Scrubs pads. You're a couple episodes out, Ben.
Ben,
yeah, where were you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, Ben, just a minute, because
be a part-timer.
I can. Wait a minute. Where's my picture of my Scrubs pads? I've got the ones that I used. Oh, there they are. Beep, beep, beep. This might cut you guys all off for a second. There they go, the Scrubs pads. And get you guys back on here. There you go, you're back. I just had to show the picture, but it was there. It's in my file here. So
thank you,
Ben.
We
talked about those. Great. I mean, still, it's great idea. I mean, obviously, we're just because we talked about them once doesn't mean that they're not worth mentioning again, because that's helped so much. Yep, Shelly. They're just those. They just help you out when you can't get into the shower, when you can't take a bath, which, like I love taking baths. Well, there's Jolie. Okay, now Jolie's here. So, guys, I've got to interrupt everything that we're talking about. Hi, Jolie. Thanks for coming on.
How about Jolie?
Now, what we'll do for Jolie, we'll put your city on the map, because you're the only one so far that hasn't been on the map yet. And if you read the details on the map, originally I didn't have Ben's city on there properly in New Jersey, and Ben publicly berated me and said my city's not on there. But so it's on there now, but all it says is Ben's house. If you read the fine print on the map, it says Ben's house. So, okay, everybody, I need you to turn up your volume if you have a volume to turn up. And I want to introduce you before we're not talking to Joel, but Jolie's on right now. But I want to introduce you to maybe, if I get to the right spot here, we have a celebrity in our midst. I don't know how to pronounce the county name, but county hog calling champion, Jolie Bacon. And it's funny because her last name's Bacon. And then there's also, after the video of the hog calling championship that she was the winner of in her county in Idaho, so we don't know how to pronounce those names in Idaho. They have a picture of her on a TV show. Your map says Ben's house, New Jersey. It's fine. Anyway, she was on the Jay Leno show.
No way.
Calling hogs.
We're calling hogs.
Jolie. Wait, let's get the QR code so you can see this. I don't know if you can scan that QR code, Jolie, if you want to be on screen, or copy that link to your browser. If you happen to be on your laptop right now and have your phone, you can snap a picture of that QR code and it can get you right to there. But we can always talk to you another day. But I want to get these videos on here because it's a recording of a TV, of a recording of a TV, or whatever. But it's just not the easiest to hear. And the very end of it got cut off, so we don't know if Jolie won or not. Even though I know. And she went up against the hog calling champion from the Illinois State Fair. So I know who would win that.
That's a bunch of hogwash.
Oh, that's hogwash. Let's turn your volume up and enjoy Jolie's video. It's about 3 minutes, okay? Here it comes. Yeah, that was wonderful.
That was interesting.
Well, let's see now. I want to see if I can actually try and get this back on here. I don't know why it's not playing. Jolie!
We can always go to her Facebook page.
No, I've got this thing. I did some editing here.
Oh.
So we could see it better. Hi, James. What are you doing on here, James? You don't have charcoal foot. That's one of my former employees.
Uh-huh.
He's welcome.
Ben's wedding announcement?
It must
Your wedding announcement, Ben?
It must have been funny.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends what your wife's maiden name was, because Ben's last name is Burger.
Maybe hers was Fry.
Fry and Burger and Fry? That could have been. Oh.
Or it could be Anita.
Oh. Oh, Jolie. Okay, so I've teased you about Jolie. I'll make sure this is working next time, because if I go try and get this thing working, it will be done with the hour. Oh, so I teased you all. It's very flattering, Jolie. It's very flattering. The noises that you make with coming from your mouth. But it's so awesome because her daughter is in the video. Her daughter plays the part of a pig coming when she's calling. It's pretty cool. So, well, I'm so sorry, everybody. That's just a teaser for next week, so you have to tune in next week to the podcast. But okay, well, we'll get back to our preparedness for surgery. I'm sorry. Practice. See, I should have practiced this in advance. It was working. It really was. All right.
Ben talked about how he went to rehab. And one thing when I was thinking about this topic was that I would seriously consider rehab. None of us want to go to rehab, but and for me it's different because I live alone. But I would seriously consider it. Short term.
Oh, James, definitely a good thing for you to learn about. So you can be on here all you want, but you're right, Don. Rehab is interesting. What was it that? Well, when I first wanted to get out of the first time that I had a pick for antibiotics, uh, I told them that I wanted to be able to have my wife administer those at home. And I'm sure that James remembers this because I had to leave work twice. Well, I had to leave work in the middle of the day to go to the hospital to get an infusion because I had to go at 7 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 11 o'clock at night to the hospital to get 3 times a day antibiotic treatments because they wouldn't allow my wife to do them at home. And that's the difference that a couple of years make. And they said, well, your other option is going to a rehab. You could go to a nursing home and they could do that. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not doing that just for that. But it's true. It's an option because, guys, rehab's not the same as physical therapy. Rehab is you're living somewhere, and they're rehabbing you. PT is you're going and visiting. Someone that's helping you lift weights and helping you do certain things and watching you to make sure you're going through it right. Hi, dog.
Charlie.
It's Charlie. Yep, not going to say words. Nope. Even making me feel bad.
No, don't.
I've got Bogey right here next to me and Luna over here on the other side, just comfortable as can be. And
They're with Daddy.
And then we have Sprig over there, and we don't know where Woody's pets are.
They're outside.
Wrigley and Marley. Right?
Yep.
Oh, Marley. I missed that last comment. What was that?
He remembers.
It was from.
He remembers you going.
He remembered you going.
Oh, yep, yeah, James. He remembers that. Yeah, probably had to take me. Yeah, that was good times. But to not be able to administer them at home was ridiculous. And now things have changed where they'll allow them to be administered at home.
What kind of infusions did you have to get?
Antibiotics through the PICC line.
Yeah.
For your foot? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
For foot infections, for osteomyelitis.
Yeah.
And yes, James has seen a lot with me for the 10 years that we've known together, or we've been working together now. So we've known each other for 12, 13 years now. And I didn't see what that last one was, but good guy, James. James, you're a good man. You're a good man. Stay that way. Oh, there's Lori.
I agree that PT was super helpful. A lot of people don't want to go, but I believe in PT because for balance and strength, and it's so worth it.
Yeah, and I did not go to PT, and I'm still paying the price. I'm weak. I'm weak as can be.
Not too late.
It's not too late, but I'm working on it here now. But right when I got on my weight bearing, or even before, that's when I should have started. Even when you're non-weight bearing, you should be going. Like you said, Dawn, you worked on your arms and upper body.
Well, balance for just the people with neuropathy, the balance can be really tough.
Who's that?
Yeah.
I don't know who that was with antibiotics. Somebody, but I don't know who their name was. Oh, I thought I didn't know, but I don't know who But who are you, Space Dem?
Someone with a cute pet.
Yeah.
We need to reference again what PICC is. PICC.
Yeah. Peripheral intravenous something catheter.
Yeah. Goes in your arm. Or arm or chest.
Right, go in the arm, and then it goes through the arm to the chest, around your shoulder, right to your heart. I mean, it goes right. Yep. They put that right into your heart, basically, and pull it back, and they watch it right through an ultrasound and make sure. And then usually it's measured at the right length, right, Woody?
Yep.
And that's why they have to measure it.
If it's too short, they do it again.
Yep, they have to do it again.
Oh, I've had 3. Actually 4.
I've only had 2.
Okay, Space Dem. First off, Space Dem, at least tell us where your hometown is. city and state, please, and I'll put you on the map.
And what's your name?
We don't need your name unless you want to put your first name out there, because we can call you Space Dem. Because it's probably someone we know, and maybe they're embarrassed by their city
or of their actions
or their name. Up your ear? It's going up into your ear?
Wow.
No person. I don't know who it is. It goes right through here, and it goes up and around and into the heart.
Yeah.
That's not a pick line. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy. What's your hometown?
You'll make it on the map, Stacy.
Maybe she doesn't know because she had that pick line in her ear.
Well, and maybe Stacy is a gentleman.
It could be. Oh yeah, I've already made that mistake once. That gee whiz, I make a lot of mistakes. But okay, so we'll find out stage. But yeah, oh wait a minute, sorry. So I'm looking at a message. Okay.
I know it.
Oh.
It's Stacy Dummy. Okay. I didn't know your last name, Stacy.
We already know Stacy. We don't.
I know a couple Stacys though. Is my problem.
Would you know by where she lives?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I feel bad if I get.
He had Charcot and her shoulder.
God bless you.
Oh, it's Stacy Deming. Okay, gotcha, Stacy.
Yeah.
And now see, she called me a dummy. Now my feelings are hurt. Just kidding, Stacy. Okay, Stacy, you're safe.
Just watch the spiders, Wayne.
Yeah. Well, it's crawling. It's moving. My wife was just out here getting the dog some water, and
who at their time of surgery has stocked up on food in preparation? Any of you?
I had another half, so I didn't have to. I was spoiled.
Yeah, I mean, that's right, Stacy. Bristol, the home of ESPN. We do have you on the map. Yeah, you're on the map because you were on the podcast. That's why. ESPN, I love it. More. Give your own infusions to you?
Yeah, I did that too.
That fun? Yeah, I just didn't even want to mess with it. I give myself insulin enough, but she did it because she wanted to make sure it was done right. So, okay, now there's a fire truck going around. You're going to hear Luna howl if she's out here. Nope, she's not out here. She went back in the house. So. Sorry. Noises, crickets and fire trucks.
We can talk over it.
You can. We're almost up to our hour already, and time flies when we have a good time. That is Bristol, Connecticut. Ben, she is, yes, from ESPN. She meant to type Deming, and she said dummy. I think she just meant dummy for me. It's Stacy's dummy. It sounded fine. I was used to that. That's okay. Since I couldn't get Jolie's video on the screen, God,
you'll get it.
Myself because of that. Here, let me put the picture of my cast on there real quick, so you know I can at least do something right. I'll be right back with you guys. It's just really bright.
Yeah.
It's still bright.
Can you take that boot off at the end at night?
Yeah, the boot comes off. That's just it's so you can walk in that. That's why I was asking Nia so much about that post-surgical shoe she had, because this is just it's a cam boot. Okay, that's any big support boot that supports your your thigh and your ankle. There, or that's a cam.
Yeah.
And the ones that have the pumps, the air bladders in them, all those, but they're all cams. But that's what Nia should have if she's walking on it. That post-surgical shoe does not offer the proper support to support a total contact cast. It might offer enough support for a plaster cast, but not total contact casts are different. They're a different material. And And by the way, I did film. I recorded them doing the Total Contact cast. I'll record them cutting it off next week and putting the new one on again next week, because every week they cut the cast off to check on the wound and then put a new one on. So I'll get like Chicago Cubs blue or something next week. Is that me with the cast? Right now today. Yeah, I just got it today because I'm working on a wound I'm healing. And we're trying not to do surgery to cut off bone. We're trying to heal the wound, and then Alan Kleinman, I have a pair of shoes that he made, and we're going to see if that can offload where those bones are so that the wound doesn't come back. And if that works, Alan's shoes are a success. And so far, so good. Very comfortable. Yes, James, we know you've seen me in many casts and walking boots. Yes.
Right around.
James has seen me in pain, and James has seen me on full blown Percocet, and he's seen me from one extreme to the other. So that's
the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah, he's seen me in more pain than on Percocet. That's true, because I didn't like the Percocet coming off of it. Whew. I didn't mind it being on it, but coming off of it, that was no good. So, no good at all. Well, that was a good discussion about preparing for surgery. I don't want to cut anybody off if anyone has anything else to say, but we can always pick it up next week. If anyone out there that's watching has any questions that you just don't feel comfortable typing, you don't feel comfortable with us knowing, that you're asking the question, you could private message me or any of us, and we will ask the question for you. And if you don't want your name shown, we won't show your name, because there's no such thing as a stupid question, guys. I mean, what did we do last week? We talked almost the whole show when someone said, "What do I say to my doctor? I'm going to my first doctor's visit."
Yeah.
And what, people that have had Charcot foot for 10 years, that's a dumb question. No, it's not a dumb question. Because we're here for everybody with Charcot foot, be it diagnosed today or diagnosed 50 years ago. I don't care, and we're just here to help. So, Ben, thank you. Thanks for your contributions tonight, Ben. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
I'm back again.
Yeah, don't be shy. Get on the panel sometime, and you can be on video with us and answer some questions, because you've got a wealth of knowledge also, my friend. So, all right, Ben, thank you. Anyone else with anything to do with this subject that you just forgot that you have to say, or should we start the sign-off process?
I don't have anything to add.
I think we're good. Dawn, did you get most of it off your list?
I think I covered my notes.
Okay, and if you didn't, we've got next week, and so next week we'll have some other questions on the same topic. Our topic is tips and tricks to survive this thing called Charcot foot, and we'll have different tips and different tricks. But remember, your questions will come first if you have questions, because it's all tips and tricks. None of us have the correct answer. We just have suggestions that might help you because they helped us. Okay, so first we're gonna say goodbye again. We're gonna say goodbye to Dawn first, Stephen, because we said goodbye to you first twice in a row. So, Dawn, closing words from you, Dawn.
I just want to say that encourage people to focus on today. What can I do today? Try not to worry about the future. I do it. Everybody does it, but try to focus on what you can do today.
All right. Very good advice. All right, Dawn. Thank you so much. We will talk to you throughout the week, and then we will see you live next Tuesday night.
Got it.
All right, Dawn. See you. All right, Stephen. Now it's your turn. What do you got?
All right, number 2.
Words of wisdom.
Know your worth. Know you're important, and most importantly, know you're not alone.
That's right. You're not alone. Good deal.
Reach out.
All right, Stephen. We will see you next week. Peace out. Once again, it's Woody and I. Woody, what you got before we say goodnight?
Just a lot of reminders this week. Stay positive, and there's always a reason to be happy instead of upset, down, whatever.
Perfect. Good to hear. All right, guys. We will see you next week.
Okay.
Have a great week.
Thanks,
all right,
buddy.
buddy. Yep. All right. That leaves me alone with everybody. Thank you again for watching. Thanks to all of you that are on. It looks like a lot of people were on tonight. Don't be shy. If you want to be anonymous, you can type your name on here as anonymous with your subject matter. I think you can not put your name on there. But if you can't, just let me know. Private message me, and if you have any questions, let me know. We'll be happy to ask your questions. And you never know, I just may be talking to you anyway throughout the week because I talk to a lot of you throughout the week. So have a great week, everybody. We all wearing our t-shirts. You can order t-shirts if you're interested. CHARCOPodcast at gmail.com. Remember, it's spelled CHARCOT podcast at gmail.com. That'll get you all the pricing information on shirts. If you like the shirts that we were wearing tonight, it's got a picture of a shark on there, blah, blah, blah. We're Sharko Warriors. And I have quite a few shirts in stock right now that maybe I can get to without having to wait as long as like Angela had to wait for her shirt, which is on its way. All right, everybody, have a good week. We will see you next Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific.
Hey, maybe not tonight because it's getting late out there, but tomorrow, remember, get out there and do something nice for yourself because you're worth it.